All right, the title reads, Robert Garcia has pulled the bad guy out of Anthony Joshua. To tell you the truth, it's nothing that should have to be pulled out of you. It should be an on switch for it, to be honest. But why am I showing you this? Because this is something that I kept saying, I kept reiterating. And I was met with some people, just a few, in the UK who says, well, you want Anthony Joshua to be a loudmouth American. He's not that. We're not that. And I told him, I was like, no, that's not it. I was like, he needs to have some kind of meanness to him. Not to be an asshole, but, you know what I'm saying? He needs to have some edge to him. Like, he don't got no edge no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally. The same thing that Rocky was suffering from in Rocky 3. He just didn't have the edge no more. He had the talent. He just didn't have the killer. He was taking pictures with boxers and kissing ladies during training and stuff like that. I mean, that's the same thing that goes on with Anthony Joshua. The truth of the matter is that his nice guy image has hindered his boxing prowess. Yeah. See, one thing that Dillian White said that was actually true, and Dillian White was very adamant about it. He was like, look, man, you're not being yourself. I'm myself. You know what I'm saying? Win, lose, or draw, good, bad, or ugly. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be yourself. You trying to be this nice guy, and you know what I'm saying, and that stuff. He was basically telling them, like, in the long run, how that's not gonna be good for you. And we know why Anthony Joshua does it, because he got mountains of endorsements, But me as a boxing fan, I got turned off. Like, I'm not happy all the time. I'm not chipper all the time. I'm not positive all the time. Every time you hear Joshua, he's always trying to maintain a very upbeat, positive. Ain't nothing wrong with it. It's just reality's not like that. Positive, affirmational, motivational kind of position and speech. And what he don't know is that hindered him, and it killed whatever killer instinct that he had in him. Once again, I'll keep reiterating over and over and over again. It's what Emmanuel Stewart said about Lennox Lewis. He said he'd have been a better fighter if he was just a little bit more mean. Now, they didn't say that Robert Garcia brought the hidden talent out of Anthony Joshua. And that's what I said. He went to Robert Garcia for a mentality issue, which, once again, I hate to bring up a movie, but that's one thing about Rocky. Rocky dealt with a lot of real situations that go on in boxing. And if you remember what Mick told him, he was like, the worst thing that could ever happen to a fighter is that you got civilized. And that's where, Apollo Creed had to step in and pull him back down to the trenches, you know what I'm saying? So he could find his way, so he could find his eye of the tiger again. To me as a supporter and a fan of Anthony Joshua, he lost it too quick. And I think he always knew that he would kind of lose it, because when he first popped on the scene, it was what was his slogan? Stay hungry. You know what I'm saying? Like that was his slogan. Stay hungry. You know what I'm saying? His two main things was fuck fear and stay hungry. And to me, he lost it pretty quick. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm not going to sit up here and pass judgment. If all those millions crossed my eyes, I can't say that I would be any better. I would tell you that it would motivate me. You know what I'm saying? It really would. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have the opposite effect. That's just me. Like, money would do to me what it do to Mayweather. It make him train harder. For some people, to make you softer. You know what I'm saying? And as long as AJ's trying to maintain a positive ABC Sesame Street image, that's going to hinder you, because you're never allowed to be yourself at any point in time. You know what I'm saying? To me, the most Anthony Joshua showed, like, the dark side of himself was with Jarrell Big Baby Miller. I like that side of Anthony Joshua, man. You ain't got to walk this straight ass Boy Scout ass line, because at the end of the day, man, you're in a violent sport. There's nothing civilized about it. You know what I'm saying? We can try to civilize boxing and wear suits and stuff like that, but it's nothing civilized about it. Civilized means you're peaceful. You know what I'm saying? You going in there for war. You know, so you got never, I don't care how many suits you put on. I don't care how many black tie events you show up to. I don't care all the people who you rub shoulders with. Don't ever forget that you punch a man in the face for a living. Don't you ever forget that. Don't you ever forget that your life is on the line. You risking your life, your faculties, and don't ever get that mistaken. And that's not like a happy-go-lucky kind of thing. Look how Terrence Bud Crawford, edge, pain, and anger, look how it services him in that ring. Look how it helps him out. And Terrence Bud Crawford is not no wild cannon type of guy. He just still got that edge. He got that chip on his shoulder. But look how important that element is in him being as dominant as he is. You know, you trying to sit up here and, you know, be nice with these guys and let them hold your belts and it's a such thing as too nice, bro. You're too nice. You know what I'm saying? And you need to kill that nice guy stuff to the point where you try to call out that inner monster, that inner beast. He's asleep. He's not there. And you have to understand that these guys is going in there to take everything that you earn for and prove you as a fraud. You know what I'm saying? And everybody talks bad about you once you lose to them. They say, oh, you wasn't this, you didn't hit that hard. You know, Anthony Joshua is soft. And, you know, say Anthony Joshua is this, you know. And they're built up off of beating you. Look how Andrew Ruiz is built up off beating you. Look how Usyk is built up off of beating you. Usyk been who he is this entire time. But the accolades and all that stuff really didn't come in until he whooped on Anthony Joshua. You know, and that's where mentality comes into play. And this is what I was trying to talk about. And this is something that, once again, another boxing coach that I always bring up. This is what Cus D'Amato was talking about. This is what Mike Tyson constantly talks about. The mentality, not so much the training, the thought process, the mentality, how you view yourself. Tyson was a beast because of how he viewed himself. Cus actually got him to believe in that, man, you're untouchable and nobody is better than you. You are the greatest. You know what I'm saying? You are a tyrant. You can walk through anybody. You are invincible. The second Mike Tyson believed that, he was a monster. A monster. AJ got to go in and find that. But I honestly I don't know, because they say that there's another side to Anthony Joshua, and I've seen peaks of it. I've seen instances where Anthony Joshua could be a real asshole. Seriously, but it's only small peaks. He don't let it out too much. You know, he needs to come to grips and come to peace with his darker side. He needs to embrace his darker side. Stop putting it on the shelf and locking it up in the closet. Because when you need it, it's not there. And in that Usyk fight, you needed it. In the Andy Ruiz fight, you needed it. You know what I'm saying? That edge. So it just goes to show that the importance of mentality in boxing, and how the thing that they claim Robert Garcia did was to bring the bad guy out of him, which is basically just to bring the meanness out of him. And that's something that he should have on autopilot anyway. That's it. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the thumbs up. This is Fane. I'm out.